Hello, Joey.
Hi,
Hello,
Anka.
Joel.
Hi.
Let's start easy. How happy or how fun was it to revisit your characters, Elle and Lee? I find so many similarities. You're Joey and Joel, and Elle and Lee. So it's like yeah, you were meant to play these roles. But how fun was it to revisit this role for the second movie?
It was a great time. Honestly, just seeing all of like the cast come back together. The environment on set was just so contagious, like we would all get into conversations, we would all get into like laughing fits, and working together was great. We were comfortable, like we had that history that kind of like flavors an acting performance. It was the best time, and I'm so thankful for that time.
I 100% agree. Coming back as these characters was the best dream that we could have ever imagined. Especially like, coming back as Elle, these movies, well, this movie, The Kissing Booth, the first one, changed my life completely. So after going and doing some other work and then coming back and making that choice to revisit a character who means so much to me and who changed my life, it was just a no-brainer. And I'm so happy that I got to do it with Joel. I mean, he's my BFF, So you gotta have your BFF to play your BFF.
So what would you say is the biggest difference between the first Kissing Booth and the second Kissing Booth?
I would say the biggest difference is that our characters do mature and they've grown up a lot, but they really are still figuring it out. And there's a lot more drama in the love triangle department in this movie. It's very exciting, spicy, flirtatious. I would say this movie is all around spicier, and also it's bigger and better. I mean, our first movie was amazing, but thank you, Netflix. We got a little bit bigger of a budget on this one to amp up those cool effects.
Joel?
I would say from the first one to the second one, like Joey said, like our characters have matured. We've gone through that first story of growth and characters going through their life and learning lessons and honestly taking them to heart. So coming into the second film, like we have that history, we have that hurt and that heartbreak that we've recovered from, and we're like on good footing again coming into the second movie. And then just like Joey said again, like we just continue to learn from there and making like mistakes and being kids, learning and growing and maturing over time.
Mm-hmm. Well, along those lines, what I really like about both movies is it shows that relationships are hard, regardless whether these are best friends or lovers. What would you say, what is the most important thing for you when it comes to relationships? It doesn't matter which one, but which kind.
I think for me, the most important thing in relationships of platonic nature or a romantic nature is to be able to be yourself with somebody, and to not feel judged by the person that you're with, and to have open communication. I mean, as long as you're dating somebody or you're just friends with somebody who truly is like a best friend to you, that's the most important thing, because you want somebody that you can always laugh with forever.
I'd say the biggest thing that I look for is honesty. Even when it's hard to tell the truth, someone who can stand their ground and explain themselves clearly and like explain why something is like, let's say, a no this time, and just being like honest about their needs and their desires, and like telling me like, hey, I need this, and like here's why.
And patience too.
Patience is huge. Yeah, patience is
number one.
Well, I know for sure you handled all relationships very well, judging by what you just said. But let's move on. So you're doing this dance machine, which I have never done. I'm so sorry to admit. But you look really incredible on it. Are you a masters of this dance machine also in real life?
Oh my goodness, no.
No.
That took hours and hours of choreography and practice. That was absolutely, I mean, dancing for the kissing booth has been so rewarding. And I think it's because it's been one of the hardest things that I've ever done for a movie, is learning so much choreography. And like, it's kind of astounding how much we were dancing and learning, and even
dancing
on our days
so
off,
much.
just dance. You know?
Dance. Oh my gosh. Also, Anka, I have done those machines before, but I'm terrible. I suck so bad. And people always ask me, they're like, oh, are you a master at it now? But it's like, no, because all these dances that I had to do were completely choreographed. So if you threw me on a machine now, oh my gosh, it'd be the saddest thing you've ever seen in your life.
Thank you so much.